Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. And welcome to Game Day on the Region Sports Network as Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point presents the 2025 Class 4A Softball State Championship game. We'll be streaming live on Facebook at Region Sports Nation, on regionsports.com, and on YouTube at the Region Sports channel, as well as the IHSAA Champions Network. We come to you today live from Bittinger Stadium in West Lafayette on the campus of the Purdue University Boilermakers as the Crown Point Lady Bulldogs take on the Center Grove Trojans for the Class 4A State Championship. I'm Chris Ramirez. I'll be handling all of the play-by-play duties for today's game, and with me, handling production detail, is Zach Zanelli. Thank you again, everybody, for joining us. Where we're leaving off here, or where we're starting off, I should say, is the second inning. This is a continuation of last night's game, which was called due to weather, impending weather. And, boy, it hit pretty hard, too, once it got here. But they managed to clear the stadium out before all of that happened. And then about an hour later decided to call the game and bring it for today. So the first of three games here today on the Region Sports Network from Bittinger Stadium. We've got this one here to finish. Really, we've got to restart it would be more the way of looking at it. Finish would make it sound like we're well into the game. We are just at the top of the second inning with Crown Point batting. We'll take a look at our first pitch forecast for today's ball game. We should be able to get all three of them in here without any delay, according to the weather people at WGN Channel 9 Weather. And let's see what we have today for Lafayette. Well, we have been upgraded to a chance of a little bit of rain in the afternoon, but only about 15% chance of rain, it says here. Temperatures right now, 69 degrees with a northeast wind of 9 miles an hour. Cloudy skies for us, and then it'll remain that way with the temperatures going up throughout the day as high as 74 degrees. And again, there is a chance of rain, a mild chance of rain mid-afternoon. That is our Economy Electric Heating and Cooling first pitch forecast. With 24/7 emergency service, comfort is not far away. Contact Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. Just about set here. 1 o'clock is our scheduled first pitch here today, so about 6 minutes to go. Both teams have had their infield warm-ups, or their infield and outfield warm-ups for that matter. And now we're just awaiting the 1 o'clock bell to get things started. Fans are still coming in. A much late arriving crowd, you might call it. We'll hope that's what it is. Attendance down a little bit from last night at this point. But wow, what a crowd we had yesterday for the 1A game, which was won by North Newton, their first ever team state championship in any sport. Congratulations to them. Also, as I take a look here at the hometown scoreboard presented by our neighborhood Strachan Van Til Food Market, I see that Valparaiso has won their early game today over Fort Wayne Snyder by a score of 7-0. It was a no-hitter. Caden Crowell on the hill for the Vikings, goes the distance and throws a no-hit shutout in the semi-state opener. So how about that? Congrats to Valpo. They'll move on tonight. Andrean leading right now over Delta 3-0, or 3-2 rather, in the bottom of the fifth. That at LaPorte. Couts is just down the road at Columbian Park at Loeb Stadium. I drove by there on my way here to Bittinger Stadium. We've also got Boone Grove playing today. So a full day of region teams, Northwest Indiana schools, battling it out for potential championships. And we're happy to cover it, as much of it as possible for you. Couts leads 2-1 over Union City in the fifth inning over there at Loeb. All these scores courtesy of your neighborhood Strachan Van Til Food Market. Today's first game here is a presentation, a courtesy, if you will, of our friends at Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point. I want to thank all of our sponsors, including Edinburgh, again, Edinburgh Exteriors. And that reminds me, let's take a look at our home improvement hurlers for today's game. The two starting pitchers, Riley Fuhrer for Center Grove, 2.27 ERA on the season, 12-2 record, 19 appearances on the season. And she is just a junior. Then we take a look at Paige Lazert for Crown Point, 130 and 2/3 innings pitched, 41 hits, 19 runs, 17 of them earned. She walked 24 and struck out 277 on the season, an 0.91 ERA and an 18-2 overall record. A couple other things I want to mention on Riley Fuhrer: 64 and 2/3 innings pitched, 59 hits. She walked 18 and struck out 30 on the season. So thank you to Edinburgh Exteriors for sponsoring the home improvement hurlers this season. They are experienced roofing and siding contractors who serve Indiana, Illinois, and Tennessee. Visit them on the web at ebergexteriors.com. We'll take a look now at our Great Lakes Sports Hub batting order. Crown Point, the visiting team. We'll take a look at them first. Lexi Smith is their leadoff hitter. She's followed by Scarlett Tegman, the center fielder. Ashlyn Keita will hit third and play third. Nevaeh Rangel is in the cleanup spot playing left field. Lulu Johnson's at shortstop hitting fifth. Eva Gobert at second base, followed by Evie Cuevas, the catcher. Corinne Peart at first, and Samantha Dunlop hits ninth and plays right field. That was yesterday's order. We believe it's the same for today. Lulu Johnston will lead things off. One out here in the second. Is that correct? Nope. Yep, one out here in the second. Lulu, the fifth hitter of the game for Crown Point. We are underway. There's a pitch outside. 12:59, the start of our first pitch. So 1 minute early. We'll set the defensive alignment for you momentarily. There's a pitch over for a strike. Thank you to the Great Lakes Sports Hub. They're more than just a dome. Host your next team gathering at Great Lakes Sports Hub in Crown Point. Check them out at the web at greatlakesportshub.com. There's a fastball. That's over for a strike. A nice pitch there. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Just underway here at Bittinger Stadium. Thank you for joining us. Feel free to like and share if you will. Lulu Johnson takes outside to even up the count at 2-2. Looking to get something started for Angie Richwalski and the Bulldogs. Little blooper into left. Left fielder comes on and makes the catch. That's Kirsten Harden. She's the left fielder. Mae Munson in center. Addison Wolf in right. Hayden Baird, Taylor Barrett, Bryn Meyer, and Sydney Herman are the infielders third to first, with Riley Fuhrer in the circle and Madison Tharp behind the plate. Center Grove is a 7-time softball state champion, the most recent in 2019. 26-3 on the season, and they are from Greenwood, Indiana. Eva Govert is the hitter. She's the second baseman for Crown Point. Swings and misses. That evens up the count at a ball and a strike. The first of 3 games here on the campus of Purdue University. Swung on and missed. Not a typical summer day in West Lafayette, but very comfortable nonetheless. About 70 degrees. Slight breeze blowing, so very comfortable here. Swung on and missed. 2-2 the count. 2 out, Riley Fuhrer. There's the pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3. Govert goes down to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We're back after this. No scores. We go to the bottom of the second on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
This box is small, like Pet Supplies Plus. This one is large, like a big box store. In each, Stu, hi Stu, has carefully hidden a toy. Question is, which dog will find it first? Ta-da! Moose, no! You were so close.
At Strachan Van Til, we believe grocery shopping should be simple. Now, shopping is easier than ever with our new and improved website. Find what you need fast. Browse your favorite products, add them to your cart, and check out in just a few quick steps. Choose between convenient in-store pickup or let us handle the heavy lifting. From our shelves to your doorstep. Skip the lines, shop your way, and spend more time on what matters most. With our rewards program, enjoy incredible savings and personalized offers every time you shop. Shop online now at strachanvantil.com or download our app today.
Welcome back, everybody, to Bittinger Stadium, or Bittinger would be the correct pronunciation. Bittinger Stadium on the campus of Purdue University, somewhere on the campus. We're a little bit spread out here, but a lot of great facilities out here. The baseball field's just to our left. All of this seems relatively newer. I'm not sure exactly when they built this, but pretty recently. Lights are on here. It's the first of 3 games. Center Grove coming to bat. Anna Powell, the designated player, will lead things off. The Center Grove Trojans looking for their 8th softball state championship. Crown Point looking for their 2nd. There's a pitch that misses, ball 1 to Powell. That's a pitch that misses outside. Crown Point 30-4 on the season. Nevaeh Rangel, Scarlett Tegman, and Samantha Dunlop make up the outfield from left to right. Ashlyn Keita, Lulu Johnson, Eva Govert, and Corinne Peart make up the infield third to first with Paige Lazert in the circle and Evie Cuevas behind the plate. They are managed or head coached by Angie Richwalski. And if you followed softball 20 years ago or whatever it was, I guess it was 20 years ago, you might remember her as Angie Funston of Lake Central, part of that 2004 state championship team. Went on to have a nice college career. Pitch swung on, fouled back, 2-2 the count. There's a fastball. Misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, fouled back to the screen. Three balls, 2 strikes. Lazert with the pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. Powell is retired on strikes. That'll bring up Hayden Baird. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Bottom of the second, no score. There's a pitch outside. One ball, 2 strikes. 1 out in the inning, bottom of the second. Pitch outside. That'll even the count at 2-2. Lazert looks in. Gets the sign from Cuevas. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. The second consecutive strikeout. Third consecutive going back to last night. Second consecutive in the inning. Kirsten Harden now the hitter. That pitch is on the corner for a strike, 0-2. Fastball misses on the outside. 1-2 the count. Fouled back to the screen. Pitch upstairs for a ball to even the count at 2-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. The inning is over. Lazert retires the side on strikes. 1, 2, 3. Nothing across. We'll go to the third. No score on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
With 40 years of experience serving Indiana, Illinois, and Tennessee, Enigenberg Exteriors has only had one goal in mind: to achieve excellent customer service. From commercial and residential roofing to siding, window, and door replacement, Enigenberg Exteriors delivers 110% customer satisfaction from the first hello to the final walkthrough. Visit enigenberg.com for more information or give them a call at 219-365-2837. Enigenberg Exteriors, restoring hope one project at a time.
You got to put the YouTube link. Welcome back here to Bittinger Stadium. Or is it Bittinger? I can't remember. I mess it up every time. Anyway, thanks for joining us. We're here at Purdue. I'll try to get that right. Crown Point and Center Grove going at it. Crown Point coming to bat here in the third inning. This is Evie Cuevas. Ground ball foul up the third base side. Two balls, one strike. Ground ball, second base, over to first in time to retire Cuevas. 4-3 on the putout. That goes Bryn Meyer over to Sidney Herman. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Corinne Peart. Fouled off, 0-1. Check swing on a pitch outside. Appeal to first. Strike three, says the first base umpire. Peart goes down on strikes for the second out, and that'll bring up Samantha Dunlop. Fouled back to the screen. Harden, Munson, Wolf, the outfield left to right. Baird, Barrett, Meyer, Herman, the infield third to first with a battery of Fuhr and Tharp. That is the Center Grove Trojans. Here's the pitch. Line smash up the middle. One hopper to the shortstop. Picks it up, throws to first in time. A nice play. 6-3 on the putout. A 1-2-3 inning, nothing across. We'll go to the bottom of the third. No score here on the Region Sports Network. The only game in town.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Calling all current and future homeowners in the Northwest Indiana area. Whether you're buying or selling, Brent Wright is here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful. With years of experience, personalized service, and a deep knowledge of the market, Brent will help you find the perfect place or get the best deal for your property. Call today at 219-406-7195 and take the first step toward your real estate goals. Contact Brent Wright, the right way to buy and sell real estate.
Apprenticeship training programs offer pathways to careers and offer high wages, versatile career options, comprehensive benefits.
Mayor Pete Land and the Crown Point Pace Department are proud to support Crown Point Bulldog Athletics, and they say go Bulldogs. Crown Point remains dedicated to preserving history, celebrating everyday life, providing the best in city services, and encouraging smart growth. Check out classic cars and new autos during the Crown Point Car Cruise. Join us from 4 to 8 p.m. on select Thursdays beginning in June and running through September. The car cruise will move on select dates. For a list, visit crownpoint.info/car cruise.
Leading off for Center Grove, right fielder number 4, Kirsten Harden.
Harden leads things off. I'm going to have to apologize to some of the audience. I was a batter off in that last inning. I had 1-2. It was one ahead. So Kirsten Harden is now the hitter. She's leading off. 7th hitter in the lineup for Center Grove. Pitch swung on and missed. Pitch outside. We'll be on the lookout today for the best hands in the business, courtesy of the Bricklayers Local 4. It could be a good defensive play. Could be a number of things. We've seen it even be a bunt before. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter, Kirsten Harding. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Harden goes down on strikes. That'll bring up the catcher, Madison Tharp. Here comes the 0-1, fouled off left side. There's a pitch, just misses on the outside corner. Tharp will be followed by Wolf. Then it's the top of the order for Center Grove. Good swing, fouled back. 1-2 the count. Line drive into left, base hit. A sharp single the other way by Madison Tharp, our first hit of the ball game. Center Grove has a base runner with their number 9 hitter now, Addison Wolf, coming to the plate.
Courtesy runner at first base for Center Grove, number 3, Erica Burris.
I think we have a runner over there, a courtesy runner. See if I can come up with that. The Center Grove roster here. Let's take a look. That could be number 3, Erica Burris. Popped up on the infield. The catcher comes out of the crouch and makes the catch behind home plate. Third baseman was also there.
Center fielder number 1, May Munson.
May Munson now will come up with 2 out in the inning. That is Erica Burris at first rather. There's a bouncer over the third baseman's head into left field. Runners at first and second for Center Grove. That was a 2-hopper. The second one bounced right over the third baseman's head, Ashlyn Keita. She was playing even with the bag, maybe a step in. Had she been a step back, perhaps that ball lands in her glove. And now Bryn Meyer, the hitter. 2 out in the inning, runners at first and second. There's a slapper foul, left side. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. Here's the pitch. Woo, just misses outside. Fouled out of play, left side into the screen. Full count now, 3-2, 2 on, 2 out. Bottom of the third, no score. Class 4A state championship softball game. Here we go, Paige Lazert. Here's a pitch. Check swing, what's that? Is there going to be an appeal? There will at third. No, says the third base umpire. I don't believe the Crown Point fans agreed with that. I saw a couple of gestures out there that indicated their disapproval. So Angie Richwalski calls time. She's going to meet with the entire infield inside the circle here. As the bases are loaded. With 2 out. A game situation here. Number 3 hitter, Sydney Herman, coming up to bat. Boy, if you're Center Grove, you like this situation. If you're the number 3 hitter, you got to like coming up in this situation as well. This is why you hit third, so you can drive in runs.
Number 16, Sydney Herman.
All right, here we go. 2 out. Bottom of the third, the pitch. Big swing, foul back to the screen. Burris at third, running for Tharp, Munson at second, and Meyer at first. With Herman at the plate. Lazert in the circle, 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Beautiful pitch, a slow one, a slow pitch there. I think fooled the hitter on that, right down the plate for a strike. 0-2 the count. A real off-speed pitch there. Here comes Lazert. Fastball outside. Bases full of Trojans. 2 out in the inning. Crown Point looking for that third out. Here we go. Pitch upstairs for a ball. Deuce is wild on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 hits in the inning. There are 3 runners on, though. The bases are full. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed. A big pitch and a strikeout for Paige Lazert to end the inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 3 Center Grove Trojans left on base. No score after 3 complete. We're going to the 4th here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
With offices in Munster and Cedar Lake, Ethos Dental Group offers a full scope of general and cosmetic dentistry with expertise ranging from porcelain veneers to dental implants, crowns, and bridges. At Ethos Dental Group, you're assured that Dr. Mark Stojkovic and his associates, Dr. Emily Hansen and Dr. Brian Douts, utilize the latest in technology. Check out ethosdentalgroup.com or call 219-595-3432 to schedule an appointment. Ethos Dental Group, dental care you can believe in.
Have you been to Bada Boom Fireworks in Lowell and DeMont yet? They have it all, big and small, from sparklers, spinners, and bottle rockets to artillery shells and aerial repeaters. Visit Bada Boom in Lowell and DeMont and choose from hundreds of items, including cakes, fountains, Big Daddy canister shells, and so much more. Put your love for America on full display this 4th of July. Celebrate our nation's independence in style with an assortment of fun and spectacular fireworks from Bada Boom Fireworks in Lowell and DeMont. Welcome back here to the Class 4A State Championship game presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point. For your listening pleasure, we call this the Fan Appreciation Freebie. The IHSA has the video rights, but we are allowed to do audio, and we give it to you free. Thanks to our sponsors. I mean, we still need to pay to be here, so it costs money, and our sponsors come through to make that happen, and we appreciate it. Really a full day of action on the Region Sports Network. The first of 3 out here. Andrayan and Hanover to follow. And we've got the hometown scoreboard courtesy of your neighborhood Strachan Van Til Food Market all day long going on Region Sports Facebook and Region Sports YouTube. Ground ball past the third baseman into the hole at short. Throw to first in time. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Center fielder number 3, Scarlett Tegman.
That'll bring up Tegman. 6-3 on that put out. We will have more baseball for you tonight on the Region Sports Network as well. Valpo has won this morning. 7-0 over Fort Wayne Snyder. That includes a no-hit performance by Caden Crowell, the Valpo starting pitcher. So Valpo goes tonight. They'll take on the winner of Game 2 out there. Ground ball, slap to short, throw over to first in time for the second out. Back-to-back 6-3 putouts.
Third baseman number 28, Ashlyn Keita.
Ashlyn Keita now the hitter. There's a pitch out on the outside corner, I should say. Umpire calls that a strike. At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Crowell Company's Lantern Man Superhero. There's a pitch outside. Crowell Companies have offices open from 9 to 7 Monday through Friday and Saturdays until 2 in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City. So if you need insurance, you still have about 20 minutes today. Ground ball, slow roller to first. First baseman dives, gets it, dives back to the bag, and makes the put out there with a glove touching the bag before the runner can get there to retire the side. Ground ball to first is the put out. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left. We're going to go to the bottom of the fourth. No score here on the Region Sports Network. The only game in town.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the NECA contractors and electrical workers of Local 531.
IBEW Local 697 isn't just wiring buildings. We're woven into the very fabric of Northwest Indiana. We're your neighbors. Our kids go to school with yours. We stand in the same bleachers cheering for the same high school teams. When you hire a union electrician, you're not just getting the highest quality work. You're supporting our community. IBEW Local 697, proudly powering our own.
And welcome back, everybody, to the Class 4A State Championship softball game. No score, bottom of the fourth. Center Grove looking for their 8th softball state championship. Crown Point looking for their 2nd.
Leading out for Center Grove, the shortstop number 14, Taylor Barrett.
Taylor Barrett will lead things off. Foul ball back to the screen. Chris Ramirez and Zach Zanelli here with you. Thank you for joining us. There's a pitch over for a strike. That misses. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Barrett goes down.
Player number 18, Anna Powell.
7 strikeouts now for Lizert, and that'll bring up Anna Powell. Lizert looks in. Here she comes. Swung on and missed. That misses to even up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. We don't have the same crowd we had last night. Pitch swung on and missed. Had a real state championship atmosphere here last night. 4A game, prime time, 7 o'clock at night, following the 1A game. So there was a great crowd for that. And being a Friday night, a lot of the Crown Point fans and Center Grove fans were able to make the trip. My guess is Saturday morning. A lot of them had other plans, other things to do, and couldn't make it back. And we hope a few of those have chosen to tune in today. Here comes the 1-2. Inside corner of the plate for strike 3 looking. Boy, I thought that was good, and the umpire was sort of a delayed reaction on that, but then came up with the strike call. And now Hayden Baird will step to the plate. Exactly what we expected in this one, a pitcher's duel, and that's what we're getting. Fouled back, coming this way. If we don't have that net out there, I think that's right in our window here. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. Rangel, Tegman, Dunlop, the outfield left to right. Keita, Johnston, Govert, Peart, the infield, third to first. Lizert and Cuevas are the battery. Here comes the 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-2. There's a pitch upstairs. That'll even it at 2-2. Check swing fouled off first base side. Here comes Lazert outside. Count goes full, 3-2. Fly ball, center field, dropping. Here comes Tegman. She makes a running catch to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 strikeouts, and nobody left on base. We're moving quickly to the 5th. Still no score here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
If you are injured in a worksite accident or hurt by a defective product, go with the guy that has a proven track record litigating these cases. Otto Schragle, a principal partner at the Allen Law Group, will make sure those responsible for hurting you are held to account for their negligence. With multiple offices in Indiana and Illinois, you can reach them at 219-465-6292 or reach them out on the web at www.kenallenlaw.com.
Can't wait for summer, but dreading the heat because your old AC let you down? Don't sweat it out this summer. Call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. The professionals there can fix you up. Install a central air unit that'll last for years. Your family deserves to stay comfortable. And with a 24/7 emergency service, comfort is just a phone call away. Give them a call at 219-923-4441 or check them out on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to Bittinger Stadium. I keep messing that up. Crown Point and Center Grove, 2 of the best in the state going at it for the 4A state championship. No score, top of the 5th. Leading things off for the Dogs will be Rangel, the left fielder.
Left fielder number 19, Nevaeh Rangel.
Been a pretty quick one out here so far. Not a lot of base runners. Pitch fouled off, right side, out of play. There's a fly ball, center field, pretty well hit. Center fielder drifting, makes the catch at the warning track. Langle is retired on a long fly ball to right center. One of the best hit balls of the day so far. And that'll bring up Lulu Johnston. Lulu takes strike 1. Harden, Munson, Wolf, the outfield, left, center, and right. Baird, Barrett, Meyer, and Herman, the infield, third to first. Fewer and Tharp are the battery for Center Grove. Fouled back. 0-2 the count. Smash Oh, the second baseman leaps up and makes a catch on the line drive by Johnston. Johnston. Wow, another well-hit ball. But this one also caught. So Crown Point starting to make some good contact here. Maybe that's a sign. Govert now the hitter with 2 out. Here's the pitch. At the knees for a strike. 2-1 the count. Fouled off right side. Ground ball foul, third base side. After the game, we'll name our Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game. That's somebody that's doing the hard work, the dirty work, the little things to help their team. Maybe not the things that get the most publicity, but doing the things their teammates appreciate. We'll also have the Ironworkers 395 Play of the Game for you. I don't think we've had that yet. Popped up, could be out of play. No, the catcher right in front of the backstop screen there makes the catch. I thought it was going to hit the netting. It didn't. The inning is retired. 1, 2, 3, nothing across. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Still no score here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I've received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
Welcome back, everybody, to Region Sports coverage of the Class 4A State Softball Championship game, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point. Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point is open 7 days a week. Check them out on the web at petsuppliesplus.com/Crown Point. Their location, 1676 East Summit Street in Crown Point.
Number 4, Kirsten Harmon.
Hardin leads things off here in the bottom half of the 5th. Swung on and missed, strike 1. Lazert with the pitch. Just a bit outside there to even it up at 1-1. Lazert has the sign from Cuevas. Here comes the pitch. Inside and high for a ball. 2-1. Here comes the pitch. That's over for a strike at the letters. That'll move the count even now, 2-2. Lazert looks into Cuevas. She's ready. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Baird is retired.
The catcher, number 7, Madison Clark.
9 strikeouts I have in the book now. That'll bring up Tharp. Madison Tharp. Left-handed hitter. Here comes the pitch. One ball, no strikes. Tharp steps out of the box. She's back in and ready. Here comes Lazert with the pitch. Up and outside for a ball. 2-0. Lazert is set. Here comes the pitch. Fouled out of play into the third base dugout. Here comes the pitch. Over for a strike. Count is now even, 2-2. Lazert was behind in the count, 0-2. She's worked back to even. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball back to Lazert. She'll flip to first in time for the out. Second of the inning, 1-3 put out there. Tharp is retired, and that'll bring up Addison Wolf. A number of nervous-looking fathers walking, standing down there on the concourse. One ball, no strikes, 2 out, nobody on, bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch. That is over for a strike. Slap to the left side, foul, out of play. Here comes the pitch. Strike three looking. 10th strikeout of the game for Lizert. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We're moving to the 6th. No score here on the Region Sports Network. The only game in town.
The Athletic Performance Factory is Northwest Indiana's premier athletic training center. The 40,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility features batting cages, a sand training room, a new outdoor turf infield, and so much more. Check out the facility for one of their daily classes at 3150 45th Street in Highland. Interested in signing up for team workouts or individual lessons? Check out their website at trainapf.com or contact them at 219-750-1087. Athletic Performance Factory, where athletes are made.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Attention, please. Defensive change for Center Grove, now pitching. Number 17, Kara Beaver.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We have a pitching change. Kara Beaver comes in for Riley Fuhr. So Kara Beaver now the pitcher. The Enigenberg home improvement hurler of the second of the game for Center Grove.
Leading out for Crown Point, the catcher number 16, Evie Cuevas.
Evie Cuevas will lead things off for the Bulldogs. We're in the top of the 6th inning. And not a run yet has scored. Fly ball, first base side, near the dugout. First baseman can't get it for Center Grove. It'll go out of play. Ground ball smash, one hops past the third baseman into left field. Crown Point has a base runner. Evie Cuevas leads things off with a sharp single. The third baseman tried to backhand it and it got past her. And we're going to have a courtesy runner. Try to get the name of that runner. Cuevas the catcher, so the courtesy runner comes in, likely a little faster of a base runner.
Courtesy runner at first base.
She's got long hair, so we can't see the number.
Maria Yarbrough. Now batting, the first baseman number 23, Corinne Pearty.
Did you get a name for that runner? Number 10. We'll check the roster here momentarily. That pitch gets away. The runner's going to move up to second base. Let me see if I can find my Crown Point roster handy. Get you the name of that base runner. Amari Yarborough is the base runner, and she is now at second with Corinne Peart at the plate. RBI opportunity here. There's a bunt. Oh, my, what a play by the catcher. Let me try to describe that since you're listening and didn't get to see it. It was a bunt, popped in the air about a foot overhead. The catcher turned around and caught it. It went over the catcher's head backwards. She turned around and caught it. It was a great play. Could be one of your Bricklayers Local 4 best hands in the business type of plays. A big break there for Center Grove. That'll bring up Dunlop. Big play by the catcher. What a great defensive play. Quick reaction there. First to find the ball and then to react and catch it. There just wasn't much time at all. That ball wasn't more than 6 feet high off the ground at any point and went directly back over the catcher's head, which on a bunt is kind of the last thing you're expecting. As the catcher, you're ready to move forward on that. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled out of play left side. Well, I just can't stress enough what a great defensive play that just was. Peart now 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Check out, that's Dunlop.
Designated player number 14, Lexi Smith.
Lexi Smith now comes to the plate, the leadoff hitter. I got to say that Crown Point had the momentum. They had just got the runner over to second after the wild pitch. Then they're laying down a bunt to get that runner to third. That would have been the first out of the inning. And that catch that play by the catcher just seemed to change the momentum of the inning. Leadoff hitter Lexi Smith, 0 for 2 in the game. Crown Point with a runner at second, halfway home. That's the lead run if they can get her around. But there are now 2 out in the inning. Swung on and missed. Again, there was nobody. They got the leadoff hitter on. Came in with a courtesy runner. The next pitch was a pass ball or a wild pitch, depending on how you look at it. Got out of the catcher's glove. Runner advanced to second. Since then, 2 straight outs. Zach, let's remember that play by the catcher. When we get down to our Ironworkers 395 play of the game later, that could play a factor. Fly ball, left field. Left fielder comes on and makes the catch to retire the side. Crown Point threatens, but they do not score. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We will go to the bottom of the 6th. No score on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
This box is small, like Pet Supplies Plus. This one is large, like a big box store. In each, Stu, has carefully hidden a toy. Question is, which dog will find it first? Ta-da! Moose, no! You were so close.
At Strachan Van Til, we believe grocery shopping should be simple. Now, shopping is easier than ever with our new and improved website. Find what you need fast. Browse your favorite products, add them to your cart, and check out in just a few quick steps. Choose between convenient in-store pickup or let us handle the heavy lifting. From our shelves to your doorstep. Skip the lines, shop your way, and spend more time on what matters most. With our rewards program, enjoy incredible savings and personalized offers every time you shop. Shop online now at strachanvantil.com or download our app today.
We move to the bottom of the 6th in the Class 4A State Softball Championship, presented to you live, courtesy of Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point. And we want to thank our friends over there. They've been good to us. They sponsor a lot of our Crown Point stuff. People ask why we do so much Crown Point stuff. Well, the business community steps up and pays for it. Believe it or not, I know a lot of people don't realize this, but this is a full-time gig for a lot of us, and we need to cover our expenses in order to stay in business. So we have to look and say what pays the bills, and one of them is Crown Point High School. And why is that? A, because they're good at stuff, and B, because their business community does support our coverage. So we appreciate that, but we're open to going anywhere and doing anything. So if you've got a team and you want us to cover them, look us up. We'll be happy to talk to you about that. All right, now, bottom of the 6th inning. Mo Munson's going to lead things off. She is the leadoff hitter, May Munson. Here comes a pitch. That misses, must have been low. Rangel, Tegman, Dunlop, the outfield, left, center, and right. Kita, Johnston, Govert, and Peart, the infield, third to first. Lazert and Cuevas make up the battery for the Bulldogs. There's a pitch. That's over for a strike. 1-2 the count. Here's a pitch. Woo! Whoa, wow, an off-speed pitch completely fooled the hitter. Munson is retired looking. Well, we've seen that off-speed a couple of times today. Bryn Meyer now comes to the plate. That's over for strike one. Lazert has the sign. Here's the kick and the pitch. Over on the outside corner. Center Grove fans are the ones you hear there in the background saying, no way. Look good from here. 0-2 to count. Slapped over in front of the third base dugout. Wait, what did I miss there? She's going back to the dugout. No, something happened there. She was out of the box, perhaps? Okay. All right, a break for Crown Point there. I don't know exactly how to score that.
First baseman, number 16, Sydney Herman.
We'll get back to that. Sydney Herman now the hitter. So it's just a little slapper up the third base, really over by the dugout, third base dugout. Home plate umpire, excuse me, called her out. Perhaps out of the batter's box in some form is what we're guessing. There's a pitch up high for a ball. The first of three here from Purdue University. We've got Andrean and Hanover Central to follow. We'll also have baseball for you tonight from Four Winds Field in South Bend as Valpo goes for a semi-state championship. Valpo has never advanced this far in the state baseball tournament. For all the success that school's had, I really found that hard to believe that they hadn't won a regional championship until last week. I got told that as I'm announcing the game, right before the game, and I didn't repeat it out loud until I looked it up myself because I found it so hard to believe. But then again, if they were in that sectional with LaPorte all those years, or even some of the other schools, you can kind of understand why. Pitch swung on and missed into the catcher's glove, a foul tip. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Pitch swung on and missed, strike 3. The inning is over. Herman goes down on strikes. 1, 2, 3, nothing across. We will go to the 7th. No score on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
With 40 years of experience serving Indiana, Illinois, and Tennessee, Enigenberg Exteriors has only had one goal in mind: to achieve excellent customer service. From commercial and residential roofing to siding, window, and door replacement, Enigenberg Exteriors delivers 110% customer satisfaction from the first hello to the final walkthrough. Visit enigenberg.com for more information or give them a call at 219-365-2837. Enigenberg Exteriors, restoring hope one project at a time.
All right, we are back. It's the 7th inning. Just like that. But we have no score. We could be here a while. Well, we're going to be here a while either way because we got 2 more games left, but we could be here a while on this one if nothing changes. No runs, only 1 hit for Crown Point, no errors. No runs, 2 hits and no errors. For Center Grove in this one. Zach Zanelli and yours truly, Chris Ramirez. Spending the day in West Lafayette. A privilege to be bringing you this action. We thank you for tuning in.
Playing now for Crown Point, center fielder number 3, Scarlett Tegman.
Scarlett Tegman will lead things off. 0 for 2 in the game. Crown Point looking for base runners. Center Grove is the team with the last at bat today. And in a game like this, boy, anytime it's a tight ball game, that last at bat means so much. But let's see if Crown Point can give themselves a lead here. Tegman swings and misses 0-2. She's really attacking. It's one of those at bats you see in softball where especially a left-handed hitter, they come out of the box as they're swinging. Kind of move forward towards the pitcher's circle. That did it again, swings and misses, strike 3. Boy, that really looks like a tough way to go about it. I mean, she knows what she's doing. She's been a great player for Crown Point. 1 out in the inning, and that'll bring up Ashlyn Kita. Pitch down low. That pitch is also down low, 2-0. Crown Point fans have kept trickling in during the game. Pretty decent crowd here for the Bulldogs. Not as good as what we would have had last night, or what we did have last night, but that's to be expected. Friday night, people made the plans to take the hour-plus drive down here from Crown Point. Perhaps Saturday morning, a lot of other things going on. Here comes the 2-1, upstairs. Upstairs at the shoulders, at the letters, apparently. But no higher, says the home plate umpire, because she called it a strike, so it's 2-2. Fouled out of play. That'll leave the stadium on the first base side. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Kita is retired, and that'll bring up Langle. Kara Beaver has come in to pitch. She's relieving Riley Fuhrer. Harden, Munson, Wolf for the outfielders, left, center, and right. Baird, Barrett, Meyer, and Herman, the infielders, third to first. Beaver now the pitcher, and Tharp the catcher. Hot smash, line drive, second baseman has it, drops it, picks it up, throws to first. In time to retire Langle for the third out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left. We're going to go to the bottom of the seventh in the state championship game. Any old kind of a run wins it for Center Grove. We're back after this on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Calling all current and future homeowners in the Northwest Indiana area. Whether you're buying or selling, Brent Wright is here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful. With years of experience, personalized service, and a deep knowledge of the market, Brent will help you find the perfect place or get the best deal for your property. Call today at 219-406-7195 and take the first step towards your real estate goals. Contact Brent Wright, the right way to buy and sell real estate.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the seventh, no score, Class 4A state championship ball game. Crown Point and Center Grove. Crown Point needs this one to go to extra innings. If they're going to win a state championship this year, it will not be in regulation. It will be in extra innings. But first, they need to get 3 outs against Center Grove before the Trojans score the winning run. And that'll bring up Taylor Barrett, who's going to lead things off. Barrett, the cleanup hitter, so 4, 5, and 6 due up. Rangel, Tegman, Dunlop in the outfield, left, center, and right. Swung on and fouled back. Keita, Johnson, Govert, Peart, the infield, third to first. Cuevas behind the plate, and it's Paige Lazert in the circle. She's gone the distance. 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe it's 12 strikeouts. Here's the pitch. Bounce that one in. Maybe slipped out of her hand. She's sort of wiping her fingers off there after that pitch. Thank you to Pet Supplies Plus and Crown Point for sponsoring today's ball game. Thank you to all our sponsors, including Bada Boom Fireworks in DeMott and Lowell. Swung on and missed. Bada Boom Fireworks. One ball, 2 strikes. Pitch misses outside. Crown Point has nobody working down the right field line in their bullpen. So for now, it's all Paige Lazert. Of course, fly ball, center field. Scarlett Tegman makes the catch.
The designated player number 18, Anna Powell.
If Crown Point were to go to the pen, it would be Lexi Smith. 11-2 on the season, 78 in the third innings pitched. But right now, it's all Paige Lazert. 1 out, bottom of the seventh. Fouled back over the press box, out of play. Foul to the screen. 0-2 the count now. Lazert with the 0-2 outside. 1-2. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. Thank you to Man Cave Barbers in Crown Point. Man Cave Barber Shop supporting the Crown Point Lady Bulldogs today on the Region Sports Network. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, two-hopper to second. Picked up, flipped over to first in time. Govert to Peart for the out.
Number 13, Hayden Baird.
Second out of the inning. We are 1 out away from going to extras. Here's the pitch. That misses for a ball. A near flawlessly played game here, and no surprise out of these two teams. Here's the pitch. Over for a strike, 1-1. There's a pitch, fouled out of play, first base side. Center field over to right, there's a berm on the outfield behind the fence, and a handful of fans. It was fairly well crowded yesterday during the 1A game out there. The whole stadium was packed for that. Really was a great atmosphere. Here's the pitch. Line foul, out of play right side. Good atmosphere here as well today. A lot of people standing, walking around, everybody a bit on edge. No score, bottom of the 7th. Game could be over at any time. One ball, two strikes. 2 out, bottom of the 7th. No score in the Class 4A State Softball Championship game. Thank you for joining us. Lazert's in the circle, ready. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. We're going to extras. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We've finished regulation. 7 complete, no score. We're going to the 8th on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
With offices in Munster and Cedar Lake, Ethos Dental Group offers a full scope of general and cosmetic dentistry with expertise ranging from porcelain veneers to dental implants, crowns, and bridges. At Ethos Dental Group, you're assured that Dr. Mark Stojkovic and his associates, Dr. Emily Hansen and Dr. Brian Douts, utilize the latest in technology. Check out ethosdentalgroup.com or call 219-595-3432 to schedule an appointment. Ethos Dental Group, dental care you can believe in.
Have you been to Bada Boom Fireworks in Lowell and DeMont yet? They have it all, big and small, from sparklers, spinners, and bottle rockets to artillery shells and aerial repeaters. Visit Bada Boom in Lowell and DeMont and choose from hundreds of items, including cakes, fountains, Big Daddy canister shells, and so much more. Put your love for America on full display this 4th of July. Celebrate our nation's independence and style with an assortment of fun and spectacular fireworks from Bada Boom Fireworks in Lowell and DeMont. Welcome back, everybody, to Bittinger Stadium. Chris Ramirez and Zach Zanelli out here on the campus of Purdue University. The Class 4A State Softball Championship game. And we're going to extra innings.
Leading off for Crown Point, the shortstop number 9, Lulu Johnston.
Lulu Johnston will lead things off. Crown Point looking for base runners. That pitch misses, ball 1. That's fouled out of play left side. That pitch misses. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a line drive, base hit up the middle, past the shortstop. Lulu Johnston leads things off with Crown Point's second base hit of the game. And that will bring up Eva Govert, but it looks like a different hitter up there. I see 17 coming to the plate. That will be Hayden Brock, a freshman, who will be pinch hitting. Brian Jennings in the house. What's up, Brian?
Your attention, please. Now pinch hitting number 17, Hayden Brock.
And that's who it is. Hayden Brock will step up, and she'll bat for Eva Govert. Let's see if Crown Point plays some small ball here or if they look for the big inning. Woo! No bunt there. Big swing, a home run cut. So Crown Point, they're not playing small ball that pitch. With 1 strike, I don't think that's going to change. I don't think she was brought in to bunt. Here's the pitch. Another big swing, right on it and back to the screen, but she's down 0-2 now. Beaver with the pitch. Here it comes. Fouled back again. Brock getting her cuts in. She's not getting cheated up there. She's taking her hacks. She's been close on a couple of them. Here's the pitch. Check swing. No, says the home plate umpire, and no appeal. Now there will be an appeal. First base umpire agrees with the home plate umpire. No swing. Count remains 1-2, or moves to 1-2. The pitch. Line drive smash to third, throw to first. Runner gets back in as she dives in, Johnston. A good at bat there for Brock, although unable to be successful. She did get her cuts. She lines out to third now for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Cuevas, the catcher. Ball 1, no strikes. Fly ball over towards the line in right. The second baseman runs over and makes the catch to retire Cuevas for the second out of the inning. Good long run for the second baseman, and the catch was made. Corinne Peart now steps up. Crown Point got that leadoff hit around, and they have not shown bunt. So they were going for the big inning, not the small ball stuff. I thought maybe they'd try to get her in scoring position with less than 2 out. But she's still there at first with 2 out. Here's the pitch. Bounces in, the runner's going to go. It hit the batter. Okay, a break for Crown Point, a hit batter. And that'll move Lulu Johnston into scoring position. Samantha Dunlop is the hitter. Fouled back. Boy, she was right on that. She just missed it. If Dunlop can reach base, Lexi Smith would get an opportunity. And if Lexi comes up, it'll either be with the bases loaded or Crown Point will have scored a run. Let's see what happens in this at-bat. Ooh, an off-speed pitch just misses. Boy, that ball seemed to take several seconds to get from the pitcher's fingers to home plate. But it just misses as Dunlop laid off, and she's got a 1-1 count now. Peart at first, Johnston at second. Up high for a ball. 2-1 the count. Top of the 8th, Crown Point looking to draw first blood. Here's the pitch. Foul back to the screen. Here comes Beaver with the pitch. Ground ball, smash, foul, left side. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on and 2 out. Top of the 8th inning. The first of 3 from down here. We've also got the hometown scoreboards going all day, as well as semi-state action from up in South Bend. The pitch up high, the count goes full. Time is called as the catcher is going to go out and have a word with the pitcher. Long conversation between the two out there. Looking over to first base. Now they'll break up the confab at the circle, but the catcher kind of walks backward to home plate and continues the conversation. Now the catcher is set. Beaver's ready. Here's the pitch. Fly ball, left field, pretty well hit. Actually center field. Center fielder comes over and makes the catch. To retire the side, we're going to go to the bottom of the 8th. Any old kind of a run wins it for Center Grove. We're back after this on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the Nika Contractors and Electrical Workers of Local 531.
IBEW Local 697 isn't just wiring buildings. We're woven into the very fabric of Northwest Indiana. We're your neighbors. Our kids go to school with yours. We stand in the same bleachers cheering for the same high school teams. When you hire a union electrician, you're not just getting the highest quality work, you're supporting our community. IBEW Local 697, proudly powering our own.
Welcome back, everybody. The Class 4A State Championship softball game is in extra innings. Bottom of the 8th now in front of us here with Center Grove coming to bat.
Leading out for Center Grove, the right fielder number 4, Kirsten Harden.
Kristen Harden's going to lead things off in the bottom of the 8th. No runs, 2 hits, no errors on the scoreboard for both teams. Line smash, base hit, first pitch into right field. Scalded, maybe the hardest hit ball of the day. A leadoff single.
The catcher number 7, Madison Tharp.
Now Madison Tharp, the catcher, comes to the plate. Here's the pitch. Hitter shows bunt, pulls back. And the pitch is outside. I believe I didn't see a, yep, ball 1. Here's the pitch. Shows bunt again and swings through it, bunts through it. 1-1 the count. Ground ball, third baseman has it, drops it, throws to first, in time. Oh no, safe at first they called it. What happened? They're saying they maybe pulled the first baseman off the bag? Oh my. And no conversation from the Crown Point dugout, and it happened right in front of them, so they must not disagree with the call. Number 12 is coming in to run. Although right now, that's not the run that matters. The run that matters is at second base.
Now running at first base, number 3, Erica Burris. Now batting for Center Grove, number 12, Addison Richards.
I'm not really sure how to score that last one either. I guess it'll be a base hit or a fielder's choice. Hitter shows bunt. This is 12 at the plate. That was an error, okay. See if we can get a number 12. This is Addison Richards batting for Center Grove. Third baseman in, waiting for the bunt. Big swing there and a miss. 0-2 the count. Well, if she can get a bunt up that third base line, the third baseman's going to have to field it, making an out at third very difficult. There's a pitch outside, showing no bunt there with 2 strikes. The objective now, I would think, is to hit the ball the other way, which would be the right side. Give yourself up and advance the 2 runners. Let's see what happens. Here's the pitch. Fouled out of play. Count remains 1-2. State championship on the line right here, bottom of the 8th. One ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. I got it. Oh, the net took it. That netting's not here. I got a couple of souvenirs today. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. If you don't mind hitting the like button, the follow button, whatever you can do would be appreciated. Feel free to leave a comment if you like. Here's the pitch. Ooh, just misses on the outside corner. Wow. To half the people here, that looked like a strike. To half, it didn't look close. I'm in the half that thought it was a strike. 2-2 the call, or the count here. Lazert's bringing it. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3, a big out there. Now Mae Munson will come to the plate, the leadoff hitter. Time is called as the catcher goes out to have a word or two with the pitcher.
Center fielder number 1, Mae Munson.
Here's the pitch. There's a bunt, and it's a good one. The runners will advance, and it's going to be out at first. Close play. Bang, bang. Wow. And the ball almost got knocked out of the glove as the runner was coming across the bag. That's when the ball got there. Contact was made, but the second baseman held on. So score that 5-4. There's now 2 out in the inning, but here's the issue. The state championship winning run is at third base. Any kind of a hit wins it. Here's the pitch. Well, any kind of a hit in fair territory. That was a foul ball. Any kind of a base hit. If Crown Point does not record an out before that run comes across, then Center Grove will win their 8th state championship. Crown Point looking to get this to the 9th inning. Can they do it? Lazert is ready. Has the sign from Cuevas. Here's the kick and the pitch. No, says the home plate umpire. 1-1 to count. One ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Fouled. Third base side out of play. 1-2 the count. Crown Point now a strike away from getting out of this jam. And the Bulldog faithful making some noise here, clapping their hands. Lazert has been magnificent today. Can she get out of it? Here comes the pitch. Up high for a ball. You're listening and watching the Region Sports Network here, the only game in town. Thank you for joining us. The first of 3 state championship games today. Fouled out of play. Count remains 2-2. 2 on, 2 out. Right now, the only thing that matters is that run at third and the hitter at the plate. That runner at second doesn't mean much right now. Can the Dogs get out of it? They need a strike. Lizard is ready. Here's the pitch. Oh, just outside. I'm not sure how Meyer could lay off of that with 2 strikes. It was so close, so tempting. She's a left-handed hitter, and that pitch was on the outside portion, or just off the outside portion of the plate. Count goes full 3-2. Here it comes. Ball 4 gets back to the screen, but the runners don't try to advance. Now the bases are loaded. That may be the first walk of the game. And it's going to bring Angie Richwalski out of the dugout. We'll have a meeting with the entire infield as the bases are loaded with 2 out in extra innings. Bottom of the 8th here. Sudden death, sudden victory. What's it going to be for the Bulldogs? Which way will it go tonight? Or today? It's not nighttime. Last night was when we started this, but we're finishing it today, one way or another.
Now batting first baseman number 16, Sydney Herman.
Boy, what a situation here. Sydney Herman, the number 3 hitter, with the bases loaded, 2 out, and the state championship winning run down at third base. Lizard's gone the distance. She's been a warrior. Here it comes. Fastball. No, says the home plate umpire. What a game it's been. Here we go. Swung on and missed. That'll even it up at 1-1. Paige Lizert versus Sydney Herman. Here we go. Up high for a ball. Two balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Woo, swung on and missed. Wow. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 out in the inning, bases loaded. Bottom of the 8th inning in the Class 4A state championship game. Here we go. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Lizert gets out of it. And the Crown Point fans rise to their feet. We're going to the 9th. Still tied at 0 on the Region Sports Network. The only game in town.
If you are injured in a worksite accident or hurt by a defective product, go with the guy that has a proven track record litigating these cases. Otto Schragle, a principal partner at the Allen Law Group, will make sure those responsible for hurting you are held to account for their negligence. With multiple offices in Indiana and Illinois, you could reach them at 219-465-6292 or reach them out on the web at www.kenallenlaw.com.
Can't wait for summer, but dreading the heat because your old AC let you down? Don't sweat it out this summer. Call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. The professionals there can fix you up. Install a central air unit that'll last for years. Your family deserves to stay comfortable. And with a 24/7 emergency service, comfort is just a phone call away. Give them a call at 219-923-4441 or check them out on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com.
All right, we are back here, top of the 9th, as Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point presents the Fan Appreciation Freebie audio broadcast here of the State 4A Championship ball game, all tied up at 0-0, 0-0. No runs, 2 hits, and an error for the Dogs. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Trojans. Let's see who we have leading things off here. I believe this will be
Leading off for Crown Point, designated player, number 14, Lexi Smith.
Lexi Smith it is, the leadoff hitter. Okay, so Crown Point with an opportunity here. Leadoff hitter up, top of the order. Let's see if they can make something happen. Beaver with the pitch. That misses for a ball. Exciting stuff out here today at Bittinger Stadium. 210 down the line in left and right, 220 to straightaway center. We haven't had anything remotely close to that today. Beaver with the pitch. That's outside. 3-0 now. Crown Point looking for base runners. Here's the pitch. That's over, 3-1. Smith taking all the way. Here's the pitch. Ball 4, not even close on that one. Crown Point has the leadoff hitter on base. Scarlett Tegman is now the hitter. And looking at my book, it's just the second time Crown Point's had a leadoff hitter on in the game today. Let's see if they can make something happen. Harden, Munson, and Wolf, the outfield, left to right. Baird, Barrett, Meyer, and Herman, the infield, third to first, with Kara Beaver in the circle and Madison Tharp behind the plate. Fouled off, out of play. Crown Point looking to get a lead here. I turned my head for a second to look in my book and I missed something here. Did you see what happened there, Zach? Another one out of the batter's box, perhaps? One of those situations, don't blink here, you might miss something. I'm going to put a question mark in my book for now. But either way, that's the first out of the inning. Bad break for the Bulldogs. This is Ashlyn Keita, the hitter. Angie Richwalski looking for her to drive one here into the gap. It would be nice. Get that runner from first to home. Line drive, smash over the shortstop's head. It's going to be a base hit. We'll have a play at third. Here's the throw. The ball lands in the dirt, safe at third. And Keita moves up to second. So the decision to throw to third cost Center Grove an extra base there as Keita took second. It's a close play at third. If the ball doesn't get jarred loose, I'm not sure how they call it. I think the runner would have been safe, but either way, that's how close it was. One out in the inning now. Nevaeh Rangel. An opportunity to perhaps help her school win a state softball championship. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. Rangel right on that one. Crown Point trying to win their second ever State softball championship. They did it back in 2017. Swung on and missed. Doesn't seem like 8 years ago. Wow. I believe that was at Ben Davis, if I remember right. I could be wrong. If you're listening and you know, if you're watching, chime in. Was that here or was that at Davis? Anyway, here's the pitch. Up high for a ball. 1-2 the count. Crown Point with runners at second and third. Just one out. Outfield fairly deep, so a fly ball could give us, and there is a fly ball into center, short center. They're going to send the runner. We'll have a play at the plate. Safe at home. They called her out. Now safe. The catcher dropped the ball. Now safe at home. Crown Point leads. They're going to appeal at third to see if the runner left. There's no call yet by the umpire who's looking. So the play at the plate, the ball beat the runner. The tag was applied. Out call made by the home plate umpire. Ball comes loose. Call switch to safe at home. Then a throw down to third by the catcher to appeal as to whether the runner left. No call there by the third base umpire, so safe all around. We now have, wait a minute. So Lexi Smith scored. Ashlyn Keita is now at third. Rangel, there's a line drive over the third baseman's head. It's going to be a base hit, 2-0 Crown Point as Lulu Johnston comes through with an RBI single. Rangel with the sac fly in the first RBI. And all of a sudden, Crown Point is up 2-0 in this one. Ava Govert, the hitter. Eva Govert. One ball, no strikes. Crown Point now with a 2-0 lead, top of the ninth. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, third base side, foul. Boy, that all happened quick. Crown Point holds on. I think we've seen our Ironworkers 395 play of the game. That would be the sacrifice fly by Nevaeh Rangel. And the bang-bang play at home and the switched out to safe call. Could you imagine winning a state championship game on a call like that? Let's see if it holds up. There's a pitch, strike three. The inning is over, but not before Crown Point puts 2 runs across. We'll go to the bottom of the ninth. Center Grove needs 2 to tie and keep it going. 3 gets them the win. We're back with it after this on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
And here we go, bottom of the ninth. Class 4A state championship ball game. 2-0. Crown Point leads it. Paige Lazert has gone the distance. Fantastic performance. Now, if they can just get 3 outs before Center Grove can score 2 runs, the Lady Bulldogs will win their second Class 4A state championship.
Laying out for Center Grove, the shortstop number 14, Taylor Barrett.
Taylor Barrett will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. Nevaeh Rangel, Scarlett Tegman, and Samantha Dunlop are the outfielders, left, center, and right. Ashlyn Keita, Lulu Johnston, Eva Govert, and Corinne Peer to the infielders, third to first. Paige Lazert's gone the distance, and she's been throwing it to Evie Cuevas. What a combination they've been all day and all season. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Popped it up, right back to Lazert outside the circle for the first out of the inning. Barrett is retired. On a pop-up to the pitcher. Anna Powell now will hit. Bottom of the ninth inning. We've gone to extras here. Crown Point with a 2 spot in the top half. They're trying to close it out now in the bottom. 1 ball, no strikes. Check that. 2 balls and no strikes. One out in the inning. Here comes the pitch. Fouled out of play right here. Oh, the net grabbed it again. That'd be 3 we'd have, Zach. Two balls, 1 strike. 1 out, and Crown Point with a 2-run lead. There's a pitch at the letters for strike 2 as the count goes even. Crown Point fans hooting and hollering. Pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3. 2 out now. Crown Point just 1 out away. Hayden Baird now the hitter. First pitch misses for ball 1. Lazert is ready. Here comes the pitch. Fouled back to the screen. Center Grove down to their last strike. The Crown Point bench ready to explode if they can get this final strike. But check that, 1-1's the count here. I'm off by 1. There's the second strike. Now they're down to their last strike. And the Crown Point fans rise to their feet. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody on, 2 out. Bottom of the 9th. Crown Point leads by a deuce, looking to close out the Class 4A state championship. Here we go. Woo, that just misses outside and high. Center Grove's won 7 of these. Crown Point's just got 1, looking for their second now. Here comes a pitch. Fouled back to the screen. Center Grove still alive. Lizert gets set. Toes the rubber. Here comes the pitch. Fly ball, right field. Right fielder comes in, dives for it, can't make the catch. It will be a double, and Center Grove is still alive. The right fielder, Samantha Dunlop, had a long run in. The second baseman also went out. Dunlop made a dive but couldn't come down with it. And we're going to score that a double. That'll keep Center Grove alive and bring up Kirsten Harden, who does represent the tying run of the ball game. I don't have her stats in front of me, but she doesn't look like a home run hitter. But if she were to hit a home run, we'd be tied. So that's worst case scenario for Crown Point. You don't want that to happen. Runner at second. All Crown Point needs is an out. And here we go. Fouled out of play. Lizert goes through her routine between pitches. She's ready. Here it comes. Outside corner for a strike. 0-2. Nope, do I have that wrong? Yeah, 0-2. Here we go. So, Center Grove once again down to their last strike. Okay, we are set for action. Lizert looks into Cuevas, has the sign. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-2. Lizert. Here she comes, the pitch. That's going to be a fly ball to right field. Dunlop has it. The game is over. Crown Point wins. Crown Point wins the state championship. The final score, the Bulldogs 2, Center Grove nothing. Crown Point are your 4A state softball champions. Whew, how about that, Zaxanelli? We got us a winner. Congratulations to the Lady Bulldogs. Boy, when that left the bat, I thought it was trouble. I thought it might be a gapper, but it seemed then to slice back to Dunlop, who ran over and made the catch for the third and final out of the ninth inning and of the game.
Time of the game, 2 hours, 25 minutes.
2 hours and 25 minutes it took to get to the conclusion, and Crown Point has won the state championship. All right, well, we've got some post-game awards to give out. The first is our Crowell Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the game. And I think that can only go to one person. Pitcher Paige Lazert of Crown Point. I've got her unofficially with 13 strikeouts. 13 Ks, no runs, only 4 hits. Just 1 walk in the ball game. So Paige Lazert is the Lantern Man Superhero of the game, as made possible by the Crowell Agency, with offices open 9 to 7 Monday through Friday and Saturdays till 2 in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City. The Crowell Agency proud to recognize the superheroes on the diamond. Our Boilermakers Local 374 blue-collar player of the game might be a little tougher. I'm not sure about this one, Zach. Feel free to give a suggestion. I'm going to think about this a little bit. The Ironworkers Local 395 play of the game. That goes to the 9th inning. The first RBI of the game, a sacrifice fly, RBI, by Nevaeh Rangel to score Lexi Smith in the top of the 9th, who led off with a walk. That will be the Ironworkers Local 395 play of the game. It won the state championship. A sacrifice fly to win the state championship. Let's send it down to the field if we can pick this up.
On behalf of Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, presenting sponsors of the IHSAA Mental Attitude Award, the IHSAA Executive Committee will award a $1,000 scholarship to the winner school. Please join us in thanking Farm Bureau for their generous support of student athletes and high school athletics in our state. After we announce the name of the recipient, we invite her parents to join her on the field. The recipient of this award was selected by the IHSAA Executive Committee. This student was nominated by her principal, athletic director, and coach, and excelled in mental attitude, athletic ability, scholarship, and leadership. The winner of the 2025 Mental Attitude Award for Class 4A softball is Sydney Herman from Centerville High School.
All right, Zach Zanelli and Chris Ramirez with you here at Bettinger Stadium, home of the Purdue University Lady Boilermakers softball program, where the Bulldogs of Crown Point High School have just claimed their second Class 4A state softball championship, first since 2017. They do it with a 2-0 victory over the Center Grove Trojans. In what is the first of 3 games from here today, we've still got 2 more of these. And Drain and Hanover are to follow. North Newton got a win yesterday, Crown Point today. So the North 2-0. Let's see if the North can make it 4-0 today. Wouldn't that be something? All right. Zach, we got anything left to do here? All right, well, let's wrap it up and take a break. We still have to, actually, you know what we do? We need to name the blue-collar player of the game.
And now presenting medals.
I'm going to take some time to think about that one. And then we'll post it to Facebook later, so keep an eye out for that. I want to thank all of our sponsors, including Pet Supplies Plus, our presenting sponsor in today's ball game. We're going to wrap it up for now. We'll be back in a little while. We've got 2 more games to go. Our hometown scoreboard will be up, courtesy of the Strachan Van Til Food Market. And we'll also have Valparaiso later from South Bend in the baseball semi-state championship game. But that's going to do it for us for now. For Zach Zanelli, I'm Chris Ramirez. Thanks for watching. This has been a production of the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.